Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi Stadium. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Rams will take possession. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Set. Middle.
We send a man in motion. First snap, and Stafford's going to throw. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Hey, 54. Set.
Stafford to throw again on 2nd. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Ready. Alert. Zero.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Point after converted from Cardi. And the Rams take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. To the house. Touchdown, LA. The Rams get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Going run again with McCaffrey. Room to work at the 35. And finally, they take him down at the 36-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. They stick with McCaffrey. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On 3rd down, Purdy escapes the pocket. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Rams are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Well, great work by the defense there, Brock. Coverage keeping things tight downfield, even as he extended the play. And as a result, they pick up the INT.
And the eyes were bigger than the stomach on that throw. It was as if he was committed to it right when he left the pocket. But if nothing opens up, you're going to pay for trying to make a throw that simply isn't there.
Hits his running back. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Set. Red. 22. Easy alert. Monday.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. He has the 1st over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Set. 53. Ready. Zero.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Forced out to his right. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
A lot of grass ahead. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Purdy to throw it. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Hey, that's not an easy thing to do, Cade. Not against quarterbacks in the red zone offenses in this league, but what a tremendous effort to not only get the stop, but to end it with gusto and a sack.
Moody knocks it through, and that'll get him back to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Fits it through the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Point after converted from Cardi. And the Rams push their lead to 18. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, McCaffrey. Oh, what a stiff arm. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun is Purdy. The Rams get to him, and he's dropped. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 23-yard line.
Another try following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go. Rig alert, rig alert. Hurt, hurt. Set go.
Now Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Stafford from the gun. Ferguson's got it. Complete. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Launches one deep downfield. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Stafford. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended target. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Hey, 50. Omaha, blue.
Now Stafford again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore. The 50. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Jake Moody on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers make it an 11-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Starting at the 10. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. It's the Rams taking over on offense. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. After the pick, Stafford back to the air. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
He's got the hook up to Adams. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to throw, here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, give him a chance to make a play.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Stafford now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
32, 50-50.
Back to the air we go on 2nd. Stafford. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Xavier Howard. Space on the right. He's got room. The 30. And the 49ers regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
Ready up.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Chop 60, chop 60. Ready.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. On the move, hit it, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Trying again following the sack. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. And he'll go out of bounds with more than half the work done. Offense in enemy territory to begin the series at the 45-yard line.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast.
Level right.
Here's 2nd and 11. This will be caught by Adams. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up an LA first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
10.
On first down, here's Stafford. Completed over the middle. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Jair Brown.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Alert!
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Cut near the goal line. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
59!
He's back to throw. And he finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams lead by 15 now. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Reeled in by George Kittle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Stiff arm success. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Again, here's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Give him 4 yards, and they're sitting on 3rd and goal now.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the lock.
And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The 49ers start the 2nd half with some needed points. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Now the 49ers deciding to keep the offense on the field. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. And he's got it. That catch gets him 2 and turns this into a 1-score game once again. Well, I hear you say it all the time, partner. It comes back to that word trust. And they trusted in their offense to go get those 2 points, make this a 1-score game. They do their job. Now one big play can change the entire outlook of this game for them.
Yeah, now it becomes about complementary football. As you said, the offense did their job. Now defense, can you not just get a stop? Can you get a turnover? Maybe take it to the house yourself. Either way, that conversion puts them 1 snap away from a totally different...
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
21.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Stafford now on 1st down. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
And middle. 40 got. 40 got. Middle. 20 got.
Stafford to throw again on 2nd. It's caught. Ferguson. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Able to find Nakua here. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
White. Alert. 0.
Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. He put everything he had into this one. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cardi down for the PAT.
Joshua Cardi on for the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams double their lead to 14.
49ers 21.
The Rams kicking team is ready. Then they're going to send this one away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. Ready.
Now Purdy. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. So 2nd down coming up.
Set. Hut.
From the gun is Purdy. He'll get this to Samuel. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Purdy on 1st down. He's on the move. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Into the hands of Kittle. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. To throw again, it's Purdy. Kittle brings it in. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Here he is to throw. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. So now, massive moment coming up for the 49ers as they go for 2. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. It's a foot race. 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. Oh, the 49ers are saying they have it. It looks like they do. All right, partner, peel back the curtain for everyone who's watched this happen on Sundays. Win looks unlikely, but they're still trying this kick. What is the coach now saying to his offense before they run out there?
I can hear the great Tom Moore, longtime NFL coach, over and over. He would preach to us through the week during the game. Whoever plays the game the hardest, the longest is going to win. And my goodness gracious, you just recovered an onside kick. So play this game to the final second.
They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Purdy throwing here on first. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. It's second and goal.
Let's go now. Go.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Headed out right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Uh-oh, he's in trouble, and the Rams bring him down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. There he goes, right sideline. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Cardi now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams take a 3-possession lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Go. Check go.
After the pick, Purdy back to the air. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
One final shot here. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.